Welcome all my beautiful friends to Center of Light. How are we doing this evening on a Friday night? I should be playing music somewhere. But it just so happens my gig got canceled. Why? They shut the place down. So I get to hang out with you beautiful, sexy people. How are we doing this evening, everybody? Tonight's presentation is the Freedom Shack. Also known as... the Freedom Shack. I'm not going to reveal what that's all about just yet. It's about a mystical experience I had some years ago. And there's a lot inherent in it. A lot. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday night to you. As always, please share this to your wall. In this group of, in this forum, there's a group of links. YouTube channel. Please subscribe, give me some thumbs up, give me some comments. I am now starting to do readings full time. I'm in my zone. Now would be a good time for guidance, counseling, readings, however you choose to deem it. You can send me a personal Facebook inbox message, or you can leave me a message in this form that says, Keith, I would like a reading, counseling, whatever word you choose from you. Notify me. My rates are very, very cheap. Tonight's presentation, as I said, is called The Freedom Shack. I took two presentations and I put them together. This image you are looking at is a picture of a simple shack with light behind it. The other image is a young lady, one of God's children, sleeping on a galaxy, implying we're still asleep. And everyone, trust me, everyone wants inside that shack. So tonight's presentation is about freedom, but also a mystical experience I had some years ago inside of a shack, very similar to that. So I put two presentations together and came up with the Freedom Shack. Everybody wants freedom. Everyone in the universe, every being in the universe is seeking liberation. Every being in this universe is seeking liberation. Do we exactly know how to do that? I'm not claiming that I do. If I would, I'd be there already. But I can tell you that what I've been applying in my life is working wonders. So I'm on the right path. So something else says, the shack's this way. You weren't supposed to turn at the first exit. You're supposed to turn at the second one. Welcome everyone. First order of business as always. Let's see who's here. Unsun, Teresa M. Boozer. Hey Teresa. Kelly Curtis, Jackie Atwell, my dear friend. Adana. Dawn Lerat. Hi, Dawn. Tiffany Bramble. Who closed? Club 152. Unsun says, funny this is called shack. My first psychic dream was about a shack when I was 6 years old. You better stick around then, young lady. Could be the same place. Seriously, no joke. Hi, Rena. Anna Yoga, Steve Stone, Sana, Tracy Spencer. What's up, my German dog? Maria, George Hardwick, Elwood, Jesse, Astrid, Kristen, Jason Gillespie. What's up, brother? I'm going to send myself a message really quickly. One moment. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about freedom and this experience I had years ago in a shack. And if you notice, see, there's always a lot inherent in my splash banners. There's lots of messages in there. The reason I chose the girl in the galaxy, sleeping, wanting to awaken, hoping she can get some time in that shack, is because the experience I'm going to tell about a little later was in such a shack in the universe, nowhere, out there in space. I'm not going to reveal all of that just yet. Thank you, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me check my notes before I take my break. And we'll get down to some business. Again, I want to say thanks to Tom Schaefer. If you ever want to watch his presentation with YouTube, on the YouTube platform, as well as connect with others coming in and out, Tom created me this beautiful site to watch all my presentations at videoshow.live. It's a hub for other radio stations, videoshow.live. But you could find my particular show on this platform, through this platform, at videoshow.live/center. How poetic is that? Thank you, Tom. Also, I am giving free readings again. People have been asking. I am now giving, not free readings, I'm giving readings, but you can have a 30-minute session with me if you want to join the RPM program. Either way, let me know if you want to be in touch with me about getting busy inside your grill and making things even better than what they have been. Not that you're broken. You just want some more juice. Some more juice. Center of Light is now 24/7-ish. All of my interviews, all of my presentations, just like a radio TV station. You go to the station and you get what is playing. You can find that on my personal feed or also pinned at the top of the feed, always on Facebook at Center of Light Radio. The address is facebook.com/Center of Light Radio. Well, there's lots of cool stuff there as well. Tiffany Bramble says, Jason Doyle, don't you have a gig tonight, sir? Ha. I did, and actually I'm grateful, God, thank you, that I didn't have to play tonight because of the cold and Beale Street and loading out in the cold and Beale Street. I'm grateful to Beale Street, just not on this frigid night. Stick around, everyone. I'm going to be right back. My name is Keith Blanchard, Center of Light. What is Center of Light? You are the center of light. It is you. Always you. I'm looking for a fantastic piece of music. Freedom. The Freedom Shack. Lavender Soul is going into the studio very soon on Sundays, and we're going to start recording and writing the new album all at the same time. But the question I always ask myself is, what am I looking for?
what's behind it that I need more than what I have, I'm just not sure. What am I searching for? The mothership to a distant shore. Could this journey make me more of who I am? I'm just not sure.
Where do you go to find the answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside?
What am I hoping for? A better world, is there a cure? What can I do to help the score? I'm at a loss, I'm just not sure. What am I praying for? To see the light around the world and the people's love restored. Peace on earth, of this I'm sure.
Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? You hold the key to find your answers. I am the door you have not tried. Never again taking chances. Open your heart and walk inside. Walk inside.
Hello, beautiful friends. Keith Anthony Blanchard here with an amazing product offer. We have been hearing about hemp oil for the last couple of years and its potential. Let me introduce you to my dear friend, Miss Jackie Atwell. Our oil helps bring your body back to a state of wellness. It is also used as a preventative from illness. It works by bringing the body back to homeostasis and balance. It's a natural, organic, non-GMO, full-spectrum oil. Third-party tested and comes with a certificate of analysis. Posted on our information page. Awesome anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. If you are suffering in silence, give it a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. 60-day empty bottle money-back guaranteed refund. To order, go to www.hempworks.com/Jackie Atwell. That's www.hempworks.com/Jackie Atwell. Welcome everyone to Center of Light. Let's see who just arrived. Hi, Kenneth, Kevin, Diana, Pri, Tiffany's in here, Trey McDowell, Amy Jameson, Dana, Melanie, Lynn Smith. Hello, beautiful people. Jason Doyle's in the house. Somebody's supposed to be gigging, I heard. Obviously, he's jacking around, not getting paid. Welcome, everyone. Let's get down to the presentation tonight. We're talking about the Freedom Shack, the importance of freedom, and this cute little shack, shanty shack, which I'm going to tell you an amazing story about shortly. Since we're talking about freedom, I felt it very important that we get down to business by looking at the definition of freedom so we can understand exactly what we collectively agree on as a species, at least under the English language umbrella, to say this is what it means. Freedom. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. We do have some freedoms of choice. Synonyms: right to, entitlement to, absence of subjection to foreign domination or despotic government. Self-government, self-determination, self-legislation, self-rule, home rule, sovereignty, autonomy, democracy. The state of not being imprisoned or enslaved. I felt it important to read that from my personal experience in social media land. Certain people want freedom. Everyone wants freedom. But at the same time, they want to take away everyone else's, or others rather, freedom. A person seeking freedom will never achieve freedom or spiritual liberation by imprisoning someone else with their own ideas of what they think needs to or not happen. It will never happen. That's not what freedom is about. If one of us is in prison, we're all in prison. That's a law. That's a rule. Freedom, liberation doesn't apply to you. It does. But you're one of the flock, and implies to the one flock, which we are one of the flock. No one is free until we are all free. We think that we have freedom because we live in America. We have more liberties, if you will. A person living in prison can be in literal prison, in jail. Someone who is incarcerated can live in absolute spiritual liberation. They can be liberated because they understand that the prison walls, the bars, nor their body or convenience of being able to move about has nothing whatsoever to do with freedom, interconnection. Some people are so awkward being themselves, being outdoors, they don't feel free at all. It's called agoraphobia. So what is true freedom? What is true liberation? Right? Al Smith, what's up, my friend? Kim Jardine. Hi. David Amison. No one is free until everyone is free. And I'm grateful for the fact that we're all moving, ascending into liberation. Freedom is a very precious thing. In fact, there's nothing like it. Nowhere. Except understanding the spiritual principles and laws that not only create, not only sustain, but will sustain forever the entire universe and the great drama of everything. Until we understand that script, freedom is unattainable. When we understand simply our immortality, turn away from this screen. Just turn your head away and just listen. The part of you that's listening to my voice right now is liberated. Keep your head turned away. You're hearing me. You're living in the dimension of the hearing. This is the hearing dimension. It's not so stained. In fact, it's a little more pure than the mind. Keep staying away from the screen. Don't look at me. This is your liberation we're talking about. Your freedom. The part of you that is listening is the liberated you. Because hearing is just a canal, no pun intended. The ear canal. It's just a channel to bring in information. So your hearing capacity is not so addicted or governed by the opinions of the mind. It's just an instrument that takes in information. The eyes are a little different. You can turn back to the screen now. And the you that was listening to me was not identified with your body, nor mind, nor mine. That's the you that has always been, is now, and will forever be. That's liberation. Every being in the universe seeks spiritual liberation. How do I know that? Let me ask you the question. What are you seeking? That would apply to everyone. Every one of 8 whatever billion people on this planet alone. What do you think all these extraterrestrials are doing in space? Messing around with people on our Earth? They want liberation as well. Many people are liberated. Many celestials, extraterrestrials, they're liberated. When I'm talking about liberation, I'm talking about full-blown expansiveness to where there's no more expansion that needs to occur. You will always expand. The point being made is when you get to a point where you are in the gate consciously. Every being is seeking that. Many have achieved it. For example, Swamiji Viswayogi is living in the gate, personified on this earth. Look at the light oozing out of every fiber of this man. That's what liberation looks like on a human being. So we can't expect our own spiritual liberation to happen while pigeonholing somebody else. Faggot, gay, freak, nigger, kike, cracker, Jew, spick, wetback. It's stupid. It's just ridiculous noise. Making fun of people because of their transgenderness. That's not freedom. And a person with that mindset We're never falling to the heart set. That's freedom. That's falling into the time capsule, the timeless capsule, the gate that allows one to be such as
How is it about you? How much of a potential power you are determines the intensity and profoundness of your life and how effective you will become in your life, in whatever area we choose to operate. If this power has to come, you have to use your energies wisely.
Do y'all smell that? I smell it. Do y'all smell that liberation? Afoot. Smelly foot. Every being seeks liberation. Conserve your energy. Conserve your power. Power. Knowledge equals power equals freedom equals bliss. Do we want to live in the gate like Sadhguru, I just showed you? Or Swamiji, who has the light all around him, this is true freedom. Welcome to the presentation tonight, everyone. Center of Light. I do these all the time. Notify me when Keith goes live. There's a donate link to support my work. I'm always connecting. I'm always busy doing something productive. And I appreciate your support, and I love you for being here. Just being here is supportive. As I express my freedom, declare my freedom, my liberation, and do everything I can to live in it ongoingly. Take a short pause, going to be right back. I'm going to come back and tell you a phenomenal story. And I'm going to use lots of adjectives. And I'm going to be very flamboyant and I'm going to use my hands. I might even bring out my Cajun. Point is, I'm going to tell you a very beautiful story that happened to me many years ago. And when this man was in town, one moment, I'm looking for the picture. I got your picture. I got your picture. When Swamiji was in town, I asked him about the shack full of light, my experience with it. And he said, yes, this is true. I'm going to share that with you shortly when I get back. Until then, oh my gosh, what else do you have? Except the opportunity to take it all in.
Trust that I will guide you in whatever you do. Just remember to breathe and do your very best to live in love, give in love, be in love, and love you shall receive.
what I want to be and see, what I want to see and want, knowing God is by my side. There is nothing I need to know. All the wisdom's in my soul. All along I knew the way. Time has told me every day to breathe, breathe and expand myself, to know there is no one else but me and God who's in my heart. So I'll breathe, breathe and expand myself and know there is no one else but me and God. In my
Greetings, my Broham and Sistar astronauts. Are you ready to launch to inner space? Yanavai here, speaking with another amazing product, Dream Leaf. Dream Leaf is a highly effective lucid dreaming supplement that creates the right neural environment for lucid dreaming to occur. It increases dream recall, dream vividness, and promotes high-level lucid dreams. It is composed of a red pill and a blue pill. Each pill plays an important role in the process of successful lucid dream induction. Dream Leaf targets and lengthens your natural REM cycle because this is the stage of sleep when lucid dreaming occurs. The two parts of this supplement are composed of natural herbs that strengthen the mind. The blue pill and the red pill contain 5 of the most effective lucid dream herbs. The blue pill promotes restful deep sleep, causes REM rebound effect and elevates dream creativity. The red pill promotes lucid dreams, improves memory, dream recall, and increases dream control. I highly support this product. My ongoing experience with Dreamleaf is absolutely beyond this world. Welcome back to Center of Light. I got my Dreamleaf. This stuff works, y'all. It works. It works. Where's the label? It deserves attention. It works. You got to spare $25 a month, and you want to get busy, hyper busy in the hyperspheres. It works. Welcome to Center of Light Radio. Keith Anthony Blanchard here. Tonight we're talking about freedom. The Freedom Shack. What is the Freedom Shack? Let me get rid of this light. It's a little glary for me. There we go. Thank you very much for your patience. So tonight we're talking about the Freedom Shack. Let me say hi to those who just arrived. She says, so tempting. Hey, Shasha. Unson, $25. Try it one time. You like it. It works. $25. Even if I didn't know if it worked, $25 for this program as a possibility to work. You're right. It is so tempting. I'm going to have Connor Southworth, the creator of Dreamleaf, on Center of Light Radio next month, I believe. They upgraded the product. Stick around. Carmen Shasha says, I want some of that. Welcome everyone to Center of Light Radio. Radio? Center of Light. Radio is on my Wednesday nights. Tuesday night, check this out. Tuesday night, I am going to have a Center of Light Radio special. My radio show normally on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, is going to be with this lady right here. That's a beautiful lady, isn't it? It's time for Keith to update. Boy, she is gorgeous. Wow. Anyway, Center of Light Radio Wednesday night is Lisa Campion, and we're going to talk about divine energy, Reiki, and all sorts of cool healing modalities. Tuesday night, I'm going to have an extra special show. My friend, my brother, T.M. Garrett, talk about no joke. I know that you know that I like to blow up things. This is no joke. Talk about transformation. His life is going to wow you. He came from Germany, background, his biography, from a hate group, white supremacists. He was the leader. And a matter of a few years ago, changed his life and is changing people in the world redonkulously. Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. I'm looking forward to that. Tonight we're speaking about the Freedom Shack. Freedom. And that's what T.M. Garrett stands for, freedom. We need to look at the Constitution and leave everybody alone. Just leave them alone. Let them express, let them be. Let them be sovereign. Isn't that what we all want? We'll never get it until we give it to everybody else. If one of us is in prison, no one is free. I am going to share now a story with you in story form, but it is not a story. It was an experience. Many, many years ago, with this man. only to have this man many years later tell me that what I experienced was true. The story I'm going to share with you about this event that took place. I would be the child sleeping in the galaxy, wanting to wake up, but inside that shack is liberation. You're probably saying, Keith, stop it. Tell me what's inside that fucking shack. Many years ago when I still am, gung-ho, full of spirit and want more, like my life breath. But in my youth, I had this extra fire. I'm kind of settled a little bit. That opened up a door for that man behind me, the one I showed you a minute ago, to bring me to a state of absolute awareness in space, just like this splash banner. In space. And I'm the person sleeping on the cloud, the galactic cloud. And when I get my conscious awareness wits about me, I see this guy, Sai Baba, next to me, and he says, Keith, you okay? How you doing? I said, I guess I'm doing pretty good, or whatever the dialogue and the banter was. He knows I'm a goofball. Sometimes, and he allows me to be my goofball self, and sometimes he's goofball with me. So after I got my wits about me, he says, you're a lucky individual, Keith. I said, awesome. What next? He said, I'm going to take you to a very special place. I said, okay. He said, it requires you to be on your best behavior. I said, thank you. Okay. And he says, I'm serious. I said, understood. Off we went. And I literally appear in space, a void. And before me, I see a little shack. A little shotgun shack. And Sai Baba is standing next to me. And he looks at me. Here's the thing. Sai Baba is actually shorter than me. I'm almost 5'5". He's 5'1". But when we got to the shack, when he was looking at me, he was taller. It's very, very significant. It's not just because I'm in dreamland and things are weird in dreamland. No, there is significance in everything. Especially a lucid soul cosmic experience with God. So I'm standing outside this shack and he's taller than me and he looks to me and he says, Keith, we're about to enter inside. Follow my lead. Be on your best behavior. I said, thank you. He opens up the door to this little bitty shack. Soon as he crosses the threshold, he opens the door with a gesture of Keith, I'm holding the door open for you. Come on in. Soon as I cross the threshold, he says, stay right there and mind your business. But watch. I said, thank you. I said, okay. When he shut the door behind him and I'm standing on the side, just out of the way, watching, everyone in the shack stood up and then dropped to their knees as a sign of the light is present. And everyone in that shack is illumined and lit up. But this is the ambassador of the light. And so I'm leaning against the wall. The first thing that is so odd and so beautiful is that inside the little shack, was much larger than it appeared on the outside. The shack was just this little shack. Like you would see Jesus, that picture of Jesus knocking on the shack, the door. It's just a little shack. But when you got inside, it was larger. But it was very shotgun-like. Here is the experience I was there to witness. If I was able to experience this years ago, if everything is a reflection, this was my initiation those years ago. So I'm now in this shack, and it's very elongated. And there's like this big park picnic table type thing. Goes down the length of the shack. 5 feet from where the door is, where I'm leaning against, the table starts all the way to the back. Enough to seat 12 monks, or people, apprentices rather. On the other side of the table, 12 more apprentices. Men all the way down, long table. So they just as you would see at a picnic, whatever. Behind the men, all sitting facing each other, 12 and 12, is about 3 or 4 foot of space, with a mantle on each side that goes down the length of the shack. On these 2 mantles are clay busts. The first person sitting at the beginning of this table on this piece of bench, there's a clay bust on a mantle behind him. John Doe, next guy in line, there's a clay bust on the mantle behind him. All the way down, all the way down. And as I'm leaning against the door, observing as I was instructed to do, understanding now I got my wits about me. What are these busts? I know that it's the person that's sitting in front of it. What is happening? But I did have my solid concrete awareness about me. But I noticed when I looked to the left, first monk or person, aspirant. Second monk, person or aspirant. Third person did not have a clay bust behind him. Third person on the left. 3. Trinity, very important, I'm sure. Did not have a clay bust. The reason he didn't is because I was there to experience his spiritual black belt test. Freedom, liberation, his ability to be omnipresent. Wow. Take that in, if you can, or at least allow yourself the opportunity to take that in. I was in a little shack somewhere in time and space on a spiritual dimension. And check this out. Spiritual masters, they don't hang out in arcades where there's Wi-Fi and virtual reality. They hang out in these little shacks. They love them. And they're invisible. They cloak them. You cannot see it even if you passed right by it, unless you were meant to see it. And the third person on the left side, he was a Buddhist monk. His name was Master C. Maybe it implies to seeing. Keith, they wanted me to see. Master C. So I was there. Intuition was telling me, well, Keith, someone is about to be initiated. And you're here to watch that. And Sai Baba did tell me when I walked into the door, he said, Keith, you're one lucky individual. No one ever sees this kind of stuff, ever. It elated me. I cried when I woke up the next morning. This is how sacred this is to me, and how much I love you as to why I want to share these beautiful possibilities that are innate in all of us. So Master C is now instructed to get up to perform the ritual that creates the clay bust that is like an award, a trophy, a certificate, a black belt you passed, that is anchored in the library of consciousness forever. You are a master test. That's what this guy was standing up to actually perform. So I'm sitting here watching. And because he's been there before, like I have, he knew the protocol while I was watching. He got down on his knees right in front of me with the people on the benches behind him, facing sideways. And there was one monk that got up. The first guy on the right side got up. Listen to this. Listen to this. It's fucking brilliant. This monk, in front of all these 23 masters, Sai Baba and me, gets on his knees, falls into his center, source, and he readies himself. And the monk on the right, the first guy, grabs a pane of glass. Minutely thin. A pane of glass. Why glass? Think about what glass is. It's a window. A window to a somewhere. It's an opening. A pane of glass. But here's the spiritual black belt test that I'm assuming anyone or everyone has to pass to some degree. However the picture is painted, like the one I'm watching and or experiencing, has to happen. But this is what happened in that shack. As he readied himself, the first monk from this side picks up a very thin pane of glass, about this big. And he puts it in front of the monks who's being tested. He puts it in front of his face. The monk has to project his consciousness through this very thin pane of glass without breaking it, and leave his impression of his face, his bust, in a clay mold. When he leaves that impression, that's what makes the bust that they put behind him on the mantle as his award, written in the library of forever. This person, this soul, is now deemed legitimately a master without breaking the glass. You have to push enough force through the glass to leave an impression in the clay, but without breaking the glass. This determines your ability of omnipotence. This is what freedom is. It was such a beautiful thing to watch. It was such a beautiful thing to experience. The mechanics, the rituals, the ceremony of how it's done on the higher levels, in the hierarchy, the planes of higher consciousness. That there's a way, there is a path to freedom. And that path to freedom is about claiming your freedom now and doing what you feel free to do. Do you feel free to do what you are free to do? Yes, Nathan, Yogananda was a beautiful spirit. I love Paramahansa Yogananda. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Nathan. Mary, hi. freedom. True freedom. That product has allowed me many times to play in the arena of what I'm looking for, what Carolyn's looking for, what Maria's looking for, what Dana's looking for, what Elwood's looking for. Get online and shop for Dreamleaf. Ask me, I'll send you the link. Going to be right back. Stick around. Welcome to Center of Light. My name is Keith Anthony Blanchard. You know I love you forever and ever. Be right back.
Surely as the rain may fall, I wonder why. Worried there'll come a time when my world is dry, oh so dry. In the summertime I won't have no water. It's a little bit harder to take. As I contemplate a billion stars, leaving my hands to fate, that's all I've got, all I've got. In the summertime I won't have no water. It's a little bit harder to take.
Lavender Soul, we're going in the studio really soon, next couple weeks, to begin recording and writing our new album, I Am So On Fire. Thank you, God. Dear one, simply, shortly, to the point, directly, lovely. Freedom is not something you achieve. Freedom is something you simply accept. Thank you all, my beautiful friends, for being here. I love you. I'll be seeing you soon. Center of Light Radio. Today is Friday. I may do a presentation tomorrow. Not quite sure just yet. But I have lots of stuff coming down the pike real soon. Love you. I just love you some. Some you. Peace.